shouldn't be able to detain us. It's illegal for them to do that, I believe.
Mr. Soze.
Oh.
Holy
hey.
They got you locked up.
I was joyriding.
I believe so, yeah.
Brother.
This is on duty.
I saw the report.
2, 4,
There's no way you're held up just for joyriding.
Well, that's where it started. I got arrested for joyriding because I was inside a police vehicle. For some reason, the cop that was driving decided to jump out of it, and I drove it straight to the police department. So he put me in handcuffs for joyriding.
And how did that go from joyriding to treason?
I'm unsure. I'm not sure how they've defined treason. I have no idea myself. They haven't explained it to me, so...
By the way,
I'm as lost as you were.
You sound good. You sound good. When I talked to you the first time in front of Mission PD, you sound like you were a bit confused, but now you sound more like you're clear. Did you do a lot of thinking inside the penitentiary?
Not really.
You sound sharp.
I guess I'm adapting.
Slowly. Okay, your eyes are waking up.
So, what you guys doing here? You here to Carmine?
Yeah, I'm trying to inquire what's going on with local DOC, see who's the prisoners. I see you on the list, but I don't see their names. You know how they got here?
One arrived by fucking express post. I believe he was ejected from a fucking helicopter and turned into a pancake. That would be Bobby, and I'm not sure about the other one.
I see. And, what do you plan on doing in here?
I'm in jail, so my plans involve sunbaking, exercise, looking at the view from the roof, enjoying my life.
You're not gonna start World War III, are you?
I don't know what you mean.
You're not gonna take over the city, are you?
The city?
Yeah, you're not gonna plot like a revenge on
city.
taking out the city and taking down the whole entire PD.
No, of course not. I don't plan to go anywhere near the city. The Los Santos Constitution is very, very strange.
You don't think it expands to the whole entire state?
Well, I don't think it does. But if you say so, I mean, we can take your word for it, at least in this conversation.
I mean, I believe that Bones is my shit because he was elected by the people. The people chose him.
Right. That's fine. Of Los Santos.
Who also share multiple residents. You know, it's not only people from Los Santos can vote. You know, people live in Blaine County that can vote as well at Los Santos. Just the voting happens at City Hall.
So you're telling me, in a presidential election, if somebody votes from California, they can go over to New York and tell them what to do?
No, I think what we need is clear jurisdiction districts, maybe, to separate the two, so they don't function as one. I think maybe.
I think it's pretty clear. It says already in your constitution that the legal bindings of the council are intertwined with Los Santos. And Los Santos is the city, not the state. And no council or smaller entity would apply to a broader state or other counties. The state law is where that would reside. And just because you're elected by the state doesn't mean you are the state.
What makes you a state then? What written legislation saying this is the state? Federal? And how do you make it federally approved?
I don't know. I guess you talk to the fucking federal government. Then you talk to the state government the same way the mayor gets approved.
So in your opinion, you're saying there's different hierarchy, right? It starts with
no, not my opinion. I read the legislation.
No, I understand that, but my interpretation of what you think is the Constitution is the way it should be is there's a local level and the state and then the federal level. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, that's exactly how it is. It says that if he's appointed by the state, then there is a state level. No.
Correct.
If you're appointed by a state to have control over Los Santos, that doesn't give you power anywhere else. Why would it give you power somewhere else? I mean, it says it in your own constitution. You guys wrote the fucking thing.
Y'all do realize y'all talk to a big ass fucking bear, right?
Yeah, bears can
Go
speak.
ahead. Listen, you've got your own mind. Why don't you head down to the courthouse? Actually, you can read in your MDT and just have a look at the very first part of the legislation that's passed. And it also says something about if the mayor was ever convicted of a felony in San Andreas, that he could be impeached or they could be impeached. And I believe he's an ex-terrorist that was convicted by police like me. And he's even admitted it.
I understand that, but I don't believe what happened 70 years ago apply here. I feel like it's past the statute of limitation. At least that's how.
There's no statute of limitations unless it's a law that is being broken. He's not breaking a law. He's just being impeachable. It doesn't say that.
Yeah,
it's the Constitution itself that says anytime.
But doesn't reflect to okay, at any
where does it say anything like that?
At
That
any
it has
time,
to be
at
within
any
60
point.
days or inside them being a mayor. It doesn't.
Interesting.
I mean, listen, all I've done is read the Constitution and get put in jail for it. What can I say? This really is America.
To be found after going through due process of being convicted in a court of law, to include being convicted by a court of San Andreas or by pleading the ultimate guilt to a peace officer.
Oh, and also, I'm not sure if the state troopers are still a thing, but they had said that the state troopers don't exist, but I was trying to find some paperwork in which would say they were ever abolished by the state. I couldn't find it, though, so technically, I would still be a state police officer, I believe, and he confessed to me, which would also say that he's, you know, impeachable. I'm sure he's told you guys he's a terrorist, too, right?
So he has. That's how he introduced himself to me, actually, when I became a captain. Let me ask you something, okay?
And I assume he didn't say the oath.
He took the oath. He took the oath. As far as I know.
What about the other people that are in the council that joined the police? Did they take the oath?
I was told they're deputized. Like I said, some of the things that don't make a lot of sense to me, but I'm only a deputy. It's above my pay grade. However, I want to ask you something. How come you never brought this up to me the first time I talked to you? What changed from between now and, you know, before?
Yesterday, I went to the courthouse and I read the Constitution.
Knowledge is power. You ever read the Constitution, Slacks?
I have.
The Constitution, really important.
Okay, listen. Y'all don't act like you're smart ass, okay? Because Soze was the first person after 6 months to put this shit out.
I mean, it is the first part of it, though. Like, I literally started from the bottom. The first thing I read. The first thing. I just believe this is just a part of the societal norm that no one really gives a fuck what the government does, and they just do what they think will benefit.
I mean, that's just human, you know, nature, right? Over time, we just let the government get stronger and bigger and bigger and wants more power and wants more power.
Disagreed with the government, and look what happened to him.
Soze, I got a grain of knowledge to bestow upon you. This man standing before you is a chameleon. He may be a deputy today, but he was a captain yesterday. He was the one that established the foundation of the system we work under now.
What system? What
He's
system?
the one who brought forth
Come on,
chaotic
you're a
unions.
goddamn failure, okay? You let Chang getting out of prison. You had one fucking job, is to keep him inside the penitentiary. And what'd you do? Open the gate and say, you allowed the Trojan horse to just...
by the truth.
Gary,
you just opened the gates and said, you know what, hey, push him out the door.
Technically, if he let them out of the penitentiary, he was probably doing them a favor because they might have been illegally detained.
I also want to point out
absolutely
that
not,
was
Soze. They committed the utmost violence, okay, in the city hall. They've committed.
There was like 12 cops there, and they didn't catch them either.
If you were to transport them out of Los Santos, maybe you're still not in the jurisdiction in which you had control. So technically, you'd be kidnapping at that point.
I mean, listen. I blame Bobby Charles and Carmine, okay? Dogtown being lawless. You guys were a factory for villains. Every single day, someone's coming out, losing a screw or two, wanting to shoot a cop or kill somebody.
Rehabilitation.
That is not... There's a reason why you take prisoners of war, Carmine, because you don't want every single skirmish end up to be fight to the death. That is not normal to the mind. People go crazy.
Soze, you might actually be onto something. I think our society's on estrogen. This guy sounds like a pussy.
Pussy? I'm telling you. I'm telling you, there's a reason why they don't kill the fucking prisoners.
Prisoners
they can't...
of war?
Yes.
Not in my America.
We take no quarters, Slack.
And that is the reason why the two of you got locked up and now you're not running the fucking penitentiary, because you don't believe in reforming people. You believe in killing people.
Slacks, they're animals. They're not gonna learn.
I think there's a much larger debate to ever have. I mean, Did they ever really own this place? If it was all illegal anyway?
I mean, I guess you're right. So what you're saying? What the anything the city council does outside of Los Santos does not apply
I'm
as far
not
as.
saying. I'm asking.
I see.
Nobody seems to be able to answer.
So
but
you
they can answer by putting me in jail and saying they have the PC to do so, but they can't explain how.
I mean, we got ourselves in a very predicament here, right? If that's the case, because what you're saying, it doesn't apply outside of Los Santos, so it's going to become the Wild West.
Your department isn't real slacks. You are
Shut up.
Delulu, and it's
Shut
not
up.
the Salulu, baby. You're make-believe.
Real slacks.
Sheriff department empowered by the council that works in the
I
city?
took the oath. I still going to be a
Soze,
public
I'm
servant.
starting to pick up what you're putting down.
Mr. Slack,
Let us out.
you ain't that perfect. Remember, you hired me to give you a blowjob.
What?
Oh God.
Mr. Slack,
That's
like-
not true. That's not true. That's
yeah,
not true.
I told you I could take my 2 front teeth out. You said yes, and I was like,
Oh.
I made your toast curl.
I was trying to arrest you.
Oh.
Yeah, you put me in cuffs. You liked it.
Well, handcuffs are a good sexual tool, I've been told.
Just depends what you like. But okay, I
Hey,
mean,
so,
you started the conversation.
curiosity,
Mhm.
The trooper's talking. Be quiet.
Did you end up reading the Constitution there?
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. I'll be honest, I have never paid attention to that because to me, I've just seen it as a whole. I've never looked at it the way you've looked at it, right?
Public servant not understanding the own
What he
constitution that
enforces.
he enforces.
What has our
there's a
society
reason
come to?
that you only need 90 IQ to be a cop, guys.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. All right, but
You think this guy would have ever made it as a trooper, Soze?
hey, henchman, okay,
I
listen.
highly doubt it.
None of you ever fucking thought about this as well, so don't sit there and pretend that you know it
It's
all,
not
okay?
True.
We're just waiting for Soze
Bobby
to
Charles
show
or come on.
clear the
You
air.
guys
We
got
wait,
on your
we
knees
wait.
and you were begging the
wait
mayor.
for
You were
Soze to
kissing
do
the
it.
ring and the fucking crowd.
Guys, relax, okay? I just want everybody to know the Bones might be the guy that killed Bass. He did put me in jail for nothing.
No,
Oh
guys.
my God.
My sheriff would
He
never
was
do something like
there.
that, sir. Okay, he believes in doing the right thing, and he's got honor and integrity.
Yeah, yeah. I'd put somebody in jail for returning my police vehicle as well. Very, very honorable and.
I believe you had a class 2 and you opened fire on officers.
I pulled that out after.
It was so.
Do you have weapons like
He was
You know how
standing
hard
his
it was for
I
Bone to
did
shoot
have a
you,
weapon
Soze.
license, yes.
He still
He had a
struggles with it,
license for that
okay?
weapon.
He still struggles with it.
Issued by the state government from when I was a police officer. It was a police issued firearm.
And he had a license for it.
Mm-hmm.
Soze did nothing wrong. Free the man
No,
now.
He stood his
debated-
ground.
I debated that they had legal cause out there out of Los Santos, and he didn't want to borrow of it. He just tackled me and pulled his gun on me. So
He was trying to save you, Soze. He was trying to save
Incompetence
you, okay?
and lacking integrity.
It seemed like you needed help at the time.
A man that stands for nothing stands for, I don't, something like that.
Ain't Mr. Bones the
Slash,
guy that
you're
beat
with
the
the
fat guy?
establishment.
He's not nice.
Bobby, you were the establishment. What do you mean? You were kissing the mayor's freaking
That is
ring
not-
every so. You both of you. I have seen you with my own 2 eyes.
That is
Get
not.
on your knees, beg the guy for everything you wanted. Okay.
So
So
You
they-
are-
we were
This-
pressured
because
into
we
The
were
doing
both of
indoctrinated
Soze,
by
if I
God.
was you, I would not trust Bobby
It's
Charles. Come on.
tyrannical
They will
government,
sell you
Soze.
out. Okay. They will sell you. Say
We
they
had
don't
to do it,
skins.
Soze.
They have no
It's not
spine.
true,
Tyrannical
Soze. We're here
government.
for you.
We had to do it. To
Don't
survive.
worry. Every time everybody else talks, I just zone out. I'm not listening.
Oh.
Great.
Well,
that's
well
good.
because
Soze,
he's a
you need to
bear,
listen
motherfucker.
because I do believe you need help.
And what sort of help do I need?
Um,
Alex?
The help for the mind, clear you up, get you out of here, just to learn from what happened.
I have learned from what happened. I've learned that there is a tyrannical government that doesn't want to talk, and they prefer to put you in handcuffs and put you in jail to keep you
This is
quiet.
not Banana Republic. This is America.
I'd beg to differ. You want to tell me how you would articulate treason on a person like me?
Trying to cease from the state, trying to claim ownership of land that belongs to the state of San Andreas.
And how exactly would I claim ownership of the state if I was implying that the people inside Los Santos didn't own the state land? If anything, I was fighting for the state.
Right, but that's your argument you're going to make in court. That's your defense. But they
Well,
believe
no.
your actions was to cease from the state.
Your argument.
No, I mean, our argument would be this guy is trying to cease from the state. He's trying to say that, you know, this is his jurisdiction and he rules it, and nobody has a power law over him. Therefore, he is the, you know, end all be all guy.
Well, no, that's what your constitution actually says, because it's implied that you only have power in Los Santos, and then here you are, implying you've got power elsewhere. So if anything, you're the one imposing your laws through the state in which is not founded by your own constitution.
I understand your argument. Your patience required, because I see the argument trying to make it.
It's not an argument. It's what you guys wrote in the constitution.
Right. So can I ask you something? What happens if the city council meets and says, you know what? Let's make this on a state level, and let's change the Los Santos Constitution to the state of San Andreas Constitution. What happens next? Does that satisfy?
They don't have the power to take from the state. What do you mean? You're literally performing treason.
Hunting outside their
Okay,
work class.
so
You understand? Okay.
big enough
I'm trying to pick your brain. So
It goes local government, okay, state government, and then it goes to the federals. These guys are hired by the state to be under the state. Just because you're
correct, they're
hired by
agents of the
doesn't
state.
mean you're equal with them. Exactly. So they don't have power to enforce state laws and state changes. They are there to do the Los Santos changes, which is what their constitution says.
He's sizzling, Soze. He's sizzling.
I see.
I mean,
Okay,
listen,
I see what you're saying.
You guys have written, and that's all I've been asking, and for some reason that's illegal.
Do the right
Interesting.
thing, Slacks. Put Max
Let him
in
go.
cuffs.
Hmm.
Do the right thing.
This is a very interesting argument. I gotta think about it. I gotta look.
Oh,
I gotta think about
You look into it.
The ramification behind everything he's talking about will forever change the course and history of the state. So this is something huge. It's not taken lightly.
in the
I
clown
think you're
hole.
scared of him.
I mean,
Slacks.
this is gonna set course for the future. No, I mean, this is gonna decide exactly
You're
how.
scared of him, Slacks. You're scared to do anything.
Bobby, you
you
cannot
wanna be
get
on
into
the
an
wrong
ego
side of
battle, okay?
history?
You cannot gas me up to go out there and do something impulsive.
Because you're scared, Slacks. You're scared of what he's gonna do to you.
Comments from
Where
a
did-
goddamn rat don't mean shit to me.
Where do you think you'll
Oh
be,
my
Slacks,
God.
when the dust settles?
Insanity. Holding my ground.
So, which laws
Soze's
would be
ground.
considered state laws around here? Then I'm confused.
I mean, I don't know, because
Also,
to me, state is both Blaine County and Los Santos combined in one. That's how I see the state.
well, it's the entire state, yes, of course. But I'm saying that doesn't mean they've got state laws, though, right? You know, everything that's written in the laws for Los Santos would be for Los Santos. That's what I'm saying. Like, which ones of these?
How
would
come
be
we
the
never thought
state
about that,
laws?
chat?
We have the laws.
How come
of
I never
America
really-
outside
I mean,
of Los Santos only? Is that how it would be? I didn't even understand if we're a part of America anymore or what we are. Somebody said we're a territory now or by ourselves, whatever the fuck that means.
Wipe the dust off, Slacks. It's probably been a while since you looked at those legislations.
shut the fuck, Bob. What?
Wait, you guys make it a requirement
guys
to
are
read
trying to
that?
get on my
'Cause I feel like
skins.
you should read that, Slacks. You ever
The-
read
the both of you-
Bill of Human Privilege?
The both of you pipe down, okay? The point's got across, and what Soze is trying to bring up is a
common
very.
sense. We all knew about
Shut-
this. Me and Carmine knew
You
about
knew
it.
shit, okay? You have no jurisdiction. Understand that?
We knew about all of this,
Well,
Slacks.
I
We
don't
just
think
didn't
any of
speak
us
about
do.
it.
Yeah, don't you mean
Well,
we both have no jurisdiction?
Actually, I might have jurisdiction if I'm still a state police officer, but I don't know.
Yeah, because what happened to your mind, Soze? What happened to you? Why'd you go
I
into the
don't understand
wilderness?
what you
Was it
mean.
Fallout 76?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I had to go over there and kick alien ass, and then I saw fat ass Cornwood running over the hills. I was like, wait, what? He led me to some little portal, and I escaped, okay? Listen, I might have got a little fucked in the head killing aliens and eating alien goo, but, I mean, I can still read. I don't understand what the fucking confusion or drama is about in something like this. The Constitution and the laws themselves are written by humans, and humans make mistakes. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I never thought about it. I'll be honest. I'm just gonna be completely honest. I never thought about it.
Your department is a
Okay.
joke, Slack.
Shut up, Bubby.
think it might be
No
hard.
jurisdiction anywhere.
Your department was
Well,
never
no,
existed.
They still have jurisdiction in Los Santos, no matter what.
Oh, god damn it.
Just be careful pulling people over outside of Los Santos. That might be illegal detainment.
Hey, Slacks, you know what happens if you
God damn it.
participate in the imprisonment of a state operative and in a land governed by the state? You know what that is, right? That's a
I believe that's
capital crime.
treason.
Yeah, it's like
How do
who
I
knows,
think about
maybe
this?
time next week we'll be on that side and you'll be on this side, buddy.
Chat, you know what? I guess we're committing
Upside
treason.
down,
Fuck
turn
it,
to the,
boys.
spin around.
I'm
That was
committing
great.
treason.
How the turntables turn on the turning table.
I'm committing treason.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
goddamn tables turning.
Hey, never got
Or you
treason
can do the right
before.
thing and let
First
us all
time for
out right
everything.
now.
Fuck
Save
it.
your life. Save your career.
Okay.
Hey,
Hold on. Can I ask you something?
Do you guys say the city of Los Santos first, or do you say the state of San Andreas first?
This is Andres.
That's the bear.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah,
So
when we-
you guys are trying to imply you're the state.
Right. So
That is
he-
treason.
So when I sent the SOPs, okay, and document everything, I mean,
Copy right
it's written that LSPD does have jurisdiction of the state.
Well, an SOP is irrelevant, so.
I know, I understand that, but I'm saying that's the ultimate goal is to be the state. Law enforcement, all of that is to be the state. But I do have a question for you. In the Article 2 in the Los Santos Constitution, state supremacy, state authority. While the council, city council, and the municipal government of Los Santos serves as representation government of the people, the state and the federal government may, in the event of a corrupt actions, corrupt actions by members of the judiciary, the head of bar of the association, the treasurer, remove those individuals from the duties elected or appointed seats without recourse.
Okay. I mean, what are you saying here, boss?
I'm saying that I just read something that I thought it was. Never mind.
Well, I mean, even that's saying there's a state and federal government that's above them, correct? I mean, you're only emphasizing my point at this point.
I don't think this man knows who his boss is.
No,
I don't even know what the hell going on.
I think there's a lot of question marks. That's all. And those can.
OCO was fabricated on a lie.
I'd just be careful on who you ask those questions, because you might go to jail. For,
What is happening?
Mhm.
shit like that.
Hey, Ratchet, you should let Chatterbox
Chat,
know he's
don't
trying to get a
sit
bunch
there
of new
and
recruits
say
because
shit.
it looks like there's a bunch of clowns running our government.
Don't sit there and say shit because
Oh, wow.
I
when the
honestly didn't
government
think too much of it.
What was the message they put out? What was the
I ca-
basis of all that?
Yeah, let me pull it for you if you like, all right?
Mr. Bear, was your daddy a Sabretooth and the Beast Titan motherfucker? Was your mama or some shit?
I have no idea what you're talking about, son.
Shit.
You a hairy big motherfucker.
What do you say?
Slacks. Listen, they'll
Hey,
cut you some slacks
I
if
make
you
you my
hand over
bitch,
your
that means I
slacks
run
and
the
let it
prison.
out slacks.
Hold on, let me read this. It said 5 years ago have elapsed since the devastation of the San Queen Isle War plunged Los Santos into chaos. The former government, crippled by overspending and inability to repay loans, crippled, leaving its citizen in disarray. Forced to evacuate due to lack of support from other nations, the once vibrant city became a ghost town, a failed state. Now, a beacon of hope emerges as financial aid pours into Los Santos. Signaling the dawn of a new era, the city embarks on a cautious and phased reopening strategy. The government agency reduced to a skeleton crew working digitally to lay the groundwork for recovery. Among the ruins, a resilient spirit takes hold as officials strive to rebuild not just the physical infrastructure, but the trust and the confidence of the citizens of Los Santos. The government officials...
Los Santos.
The government officials become architect of the change, overseeing the development of new buildings, business that will breathe life back into the city. As city skylines transform, so does the social fabric. The returning citizens, once displaced, now find themselves on the frontier of a revitalized Los Santos, eager to reclaim their homes and livelihoods.
Oh, that's strange. The redhead lady said the governments were disbanded. I don't see anything in that that's saying the government was disbanded, just that it was
Reduced.
being rebuilt from the city up. And I mean, if that's the case, then I guess the state police would never disband it because it's only talking about the city there. Interesting. I guess I was right.
All right, throw in the towel. Let's get this over
Let
with.
this
Let the man
man
out.
out,
Let the
Slacks.
man out, Slacks. It's not too
I
late.
believe that when I was detained as a police officer, I was still a state police officer. I was never fired, and that was my police issue, state police firearm, the class 2, in which I defended myself against.
Why'd I walk through this door? Why'd I walk through this door?
Really, they had the authority of the city. That's unbelievable. That's treason, I believe, in your own words.
Small fish in a big tank, fucking with big fish.
Karma and Bobby, shut the hell up. The both of you aren't. Don't know
Bobby
what you do.
wasn't even talking.
Doesn't
I'm too
matter.
horny for this shit.
I mean, it's fair. Even hearing Bobby breathe is sort of annoying.
That's goddamn it. What was you gonna say, Slacks? Finish it.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna let Bobby Charles and Carmen out of
That's
here.
not how I breathe.
Okay.
That's not how I.
Oh, you're not gonna listen.
No,
if you ever want to be on the, you
Soze
better- you're
is
not
on
gonna
a
let this guy
hold.
out?
Okay, no, he's on a hold.
His name's Leonardo Slacks. Okay,
What?
He works as a deputy as BCSO. So when you do come for your get back, that's who he is.
I think he
what's-
lives in
The other
You're
guy. Hey,
Soul,
what's
too.
your name?
You're such a
Hey,
weasel.
What's your
Holy
name?
shit.
What's your name? Identify your.
Deputy
Remember this,
Lancaster.
Soze. These are the people that wronged you.
Wronged him. Carmine.
We're ready to leave.
Carmine, Bobby.
Stupidity has robbed me.
Stay strong.
Both of you are
Soze.
knuckleheads.
There are
All you
people
do,
that believe.
the both of you are nothing but agents
He
of
just-
chaos. That's all you do.
he just
That's all you do.
left. He just left. He just
Let's go,
left.
Twinkles.
Okay.
Okay, I guess you're free from your hold.
Oh.
It's probably just the incompetent police forgot to,
Extend
make
your
it go
hold.
for longer than 24 hours. But, it makes sense. They can't read. They can't write.
Well, I mean, I can't hold you longer because they don't have it on the docket, right?
I know you can't.